Everyone, welcome Tashona to the show. When Tashona was a little girl, she was desperate to know who her biological father was. And as fate would have it, 6 years ago, a man named Tim came forward and revealed he was her dad. But before they could take a DNA test, Tim vanished. Now, fast forward 6 years, a few weeks ago, Tashona tracked him down again. This time, we wouldn't let him get away because he's coming to the Maury show. We flew Tim across the country and brought him here to face the paternity truth.
I've went my whole life without a father, and I need to know who my dad is.
Yeah, and I didn't mention this before, but we should mention it. Time is of the essence now because...
I don't know if he's gonna die soon.
He has cancer.
He has cancer. I don't want to lose him. I need to know if my kids have a grandfather walking this earth. I look just like him. I look just like him. Look at this. Oh my God. Look. Look at this. Look at this. Look at our noses, our eyes, our eyebrows, our lips. We are identical. He has to be.
Okay. All right. So, when you were a child, he was kind of in and out of your life. In fact, you're angry at Tim because after that meeting when you were 19 years old and he said he
Maury,
could be your father.
He left. He just disappeared. He disappeared. He told me, hey, I might be your dad, and then... Who leaves for 6 years? If you knew you could have been my dad, even when I was younger, if you knew you and my mother slept with each other, and you knew she had a child that looked just like you, yeah. Why wouldn't you stick around? Why would you stick around?
You're a little angry at your mom, too, aren't you?
She should have told me a long time ago when she told me that it could have been somebody else. She should have told me it was also him, not waiting until I was 19.
So, in other words, she said it could be a couple of guys, but she never singled Tim out, did she?
Never until I got older.
What's going to happen if he's not your father? This is what Tim had to say.
I always knew that Tashona could be my daughter, but I never got around to doing a DNA test. Tashona's mother, Tina, was a really wild woman. She was very promiscuous. There are several people who could be Tashona's father. Tashona grew up with my biological children, and I do think they look alike. If Tina thinks I'm the father, she should have made sure that we got a DNA test. I took responsibility and told Tashona that I could be her father, but then we lost touch. If she wanted the DNA test done, you would think she would have came and tracked me down. If Tashona's not my daughter, Tina needs to take responsibility for this mess. As a woman, you need to keep track of who your child's father is.
Keep track of who you sleep with. You shouldn't have left. You shouldn't have left. Why'd you leave? You knew I could have been your daughter. You knew I could have been your daughter. Why'd you leave?
I didn't just leave.
Everybody agrees that her mom didn't say to her anything about you. Obviously didn't tell you you could be a possibility, did she?
Not till later.
Okay, so now you're around the table and you say to her, you know, Tashona, I could be your father.
Well, at that time, I had just found out myself. Okay. Tina had told me.
But
now,
Tim,
I was unemployed. I was in and out of jail.
Like you said it
there
yourself.
was a lot of reasons that I didn't. I know I said it myself.
So why didn't you say, hey, let's go get a test, or hey, maybe I should stick around a little bit because you might be my daughter?
Well, I almost didn't lock back up first of all, and you knew that.
I understand that, but you could have been there.
Right, you're right. You're right.
I
was wrong, and I'm here now. And I'm
here
now to try to make up for that. I'm sorry.
I needed somebody to hug me. I needed somebody to tell me not to do things bad. I needed a robot. I needed somebody.
And I feel terrible about it. That's why I'm here now.
But you were still around. You still knew
I was still around, but I got locked up. I was in and out of jail a lot. Which I'm not using that for an excuse.
You knew too. You knew too.
Yeah, she could have told me.
You knew too.
Tina told
So
me
you
when
need to take
she turned
responsibility
7,
too.
Well, guess what? Let's bring her out here and hear her story. Here
Right,
is
okay.
Tashona's mother, Tina.
Mom, why didn't you tell me though?
It was selfish. I'm sorry. I have ran and ran and ran my entire life.
It still doesn't make
The
it
running is over.
That's right. Have a seat. The running is over. Tina, did you always believe that Tim could be the father?
No, the drinking and the drugs and the running and being homeless and running away all the time just took me to the streets. And I was very promiscuous, and I thought I was looking for love in all the wrong places. And I slept with my best friend once, and I'm not naive. I know it only takes once.
But why'd you wait to tell me about Tim?
There-
Why'd
had
you
to know
wait
there
to
was a
tell me
pos-
about
possibility.
Tim?
Because I thought that I could hide it.
That-
The man that was
You
my...
can't hide this.
Well, she was
You
scared.
can't
Hold
hide
on,
this.
she told me
Wait a
that she
minute.
was scared that-
Wait a minute. The man that was my best friend died when I was 8 months pregnant. So I named you after him, and I thought that was the easiest thing for me. It was very selfish. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It hurt you. I did not mean to hurt you.
What would you like to do to tell those women out there who are carrying the same kind of secret?
Don't hide it. Find somebody to talk to. It will consume your life. It will ruin your life.
And what about keeping secret who you might think is the father of a child?
I know it's horrible. It sounds horrible to tell your own child, I don't know who your father is. It could be him. It could be him. I don't know. It's extremely embarrassing.
But you have to do it.
But if my daughter was going to be upset with me or hate me, Maury, I wanted her to hate me for telling her the truth and
I
not
don't hate
lying.
you.
Okay.
I don't hate
Tim, you want to be her father?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've always thought she was my daughter
Well,
anyway.
then, let's end this 25-year-old mystery, okay? When it comes to 25-year-old Tashona, Tim, you are not.
Tashona, wait.
Tashona.
Please don't. Please don't hate me. I'm so sorry, Tashona.
You're the guy,
So sorry. You see what the does to you?
But at least we know now.
I know you live in the same town, so I know you'll look out.
Oh yeah, I still consider her my daughter. It's just finally to know for
I
sure.
thought it was him. What am I gonna do?
Wait a second.
What am I gonna do? I will never, ever get to have a father. Ever.
You are not the father.